Hello, gorgeous. Boy, have I got some empties for you. This is a couple months worth. Hope you enjoy. Okay, first of all, Mona Lauren, 500 mgs. I bought this local. This is not my normal brand. I have backed off taking this every day. I've started just taking it when I seem to have the sniffles. For a long time, I felt like I was dependent on it, but for one thing, since I'm still mostly vegan and not having dairy in my life, since I'm not having mucus foods, I'm less inclined to sniffles. So that probably has more to do with it than this ever did. I have gone back to using this, though. This is that Applied Nutrition Longer, Stronger Hair and Nails. I had stopped using it for a while, but I noticed that my nails had started splitting again, so I've resumed. I've used up 3 of the Kroger brand Rogaine, or it's also called minoxidil. It's all the same thing. I use 1 a month, roughly. I used up Crest 3D White Luxe. It's called Glamorous White. Removes up to 90%, 95% of surface stains in 3 days. And it does seem to do that. My teeth do seem to look a little whiter when I use this. I ordered it off Amazon in a 3-pack, so I have 2 more of these to go. Used up Dry Bar Detox Dry Shampoo. And if I remember correctly, this one was clear and not white. And as a result, I liked it very, very much. I have 2 small sample-ish sizes like this still to use, and 2 large bottles. And depending on how those are, I may or may not buy this again. But I really liked it a lot. This is... I can't get any more out of this bottle. It looks like there's some in there, but there's not really. This is Hylamide Sub-Q Eyes Advanced Serum, and I was using this under my eyes. I have 1 more bottle of it, and it does seem to, what am I going to say? Decrease the appearance of fine lines. Doesn't seem to do anything for the texture, but seems to decrease the appearance of fine lines. Okay, I used up 3 of these little mini hand sanitizers. I'm not sure where these came from or what brand they are. Greenbrier International, I don't know who they are. But anyway, cherry blossom, coconut water, my nose is itching, and vanilla brown sugar. And I'm not picky. I like Germex the best. I am picky. No, I'm not. I get, whatever's there. But if I had to think about it, it would be Germex that I would get. I used up Lanolin Hands Coconut Hand Cream Intense. I don't know that I'd agree it's intense because I was able to wear it in the daytime. And if it's so emollient that I can't wear it, in the daytime and have to reserve it for night. But it was nice. I do feel like it was a little expensive, though. I would expect more bells and whistles and a more emollient for what it cost. I used up a bottle of Oracacia Restoring Rosehip Oil with vitamin E. I used that on my neck and felt I had a lot more results on my neck than I ever did on my face. Prior to this, I was using the cacao oil, and I had better results out of this than the cacao oil in terms of firming. This is during the period of time I was losing weight, and so I was doing it, in an upward thing and doing the neck exercises, and I don't know, the cacao oil doing all that didn't seem to make any difference compared to the difference that this made. I'm I know some of y'all love it, but eh. Okay, used up a Yankee Candle Macintosh Apple. This one didn't, I guess the word is throw the scent much into the other room. It just kind of stayed in the kitchen. And even in the kitchen, it wasn't very strong. And I don't think I'd buy this one again. It just, I don't know. I don't like that much. Why is my nose itching? Only when I make videos. This was Dr. Perricone Alpha Lipoic Acid Nutritive Cleanser with DMAE. This one, I mean, I've had some Dr. Perricone products that I liked a lot. This one just didn't really impress me. I don't know what it was supposed to do beyond getting my face clean, but I didn't see that it did do anything beyond getting my face clean, and it was difficult to rinse off, and y'all know how I hate that. I hate that, hate that, hate that. Okay. This was a product that I was sent to review, and I couldn't personally say anything good about it, so I didn't review it in a little episode of its own. I'm reviewing it now. This is Duval Radiance Spin Care System. So it's got a facial exfoliating brush, a much bigger body exfoliating brush, and a little pumice stone for your feet. This might work for a young person or a person who's maintained the same weight their whole life, but having lost weight and still being overweight. I have a lot of loose skin, and what this would do, it wouldn't spin around and, you know, like exfoliate my face. It would take my skin and make it go, yeah. And it had that effect even worse on my body. And yes, I was holding it, you know, where it was barely touching. I wasn't pushing. I was barely touching, and it still, and it didn't have enough power to do anything really much with the pumice stone at all. I do much better with my own hands than a pumice stone. So I can't recommend it unless, like I said, you're a young person or you've stayed the same weight your whole life and don't have a lot of loose skin. This was Rembrandt Whitening Wand for Teeth, and it never did a thing. Now, y'all are going to freak. You've never seen this before. I actually went through some lip and eye pencils and did some decluttering. So I'm just going to show you sort of what it all is here. And tell you if I remember anything about it at all. This does not have a brand name, and look at it. It's really weird. It's one of those old-fashioned things. I don't think I ever used this. I think I got it in a box, you know, one of those boxes. This one is a lip pencil from Origins that was at least like 20 years old. These are all, the reason they're going is they're all just too hard. This is a Wet n Wild Color Con. It's only about a year old, but these are just too hard for me. I don't like them. Let's see. Princess Marcella Borghese. Remember Borghese? So this is probably 25 years old. Anyway, it's too hard. See, stupid me for letting things get old like that. But this came in a box. This is relatively new. Makeup of the Day. Waterproof slide-on pencil. And it's, oh, I know what happened with this one. It got like this. This thing, no, it wouldn't fall out. Okay, it's just too hard. It's all dried up. It's too hard. But that's like a year old, maybe 2 years old. Okay, here's an LA Colors. Yeah, it's just too hard. It just, when you start having, it tugs at the skin under your eye. No. I'm over it. I'm letting all these things go. This is like a white pencil. This is an old Mary Kay, I think, maybe. You know, for the bottom, the inner rim. Too hard, too hard. Lip pencil from Estee Lauder. Too hard. a Chanel. Yeah, this is what happened here. Watch, check it out. Yeah. So it got so hard and it shrunk and it would fall out like that forever. Actually, is it too? Yeah, it's a little hard. It's getting on. Okay. Isn't this exciting? Cindy decluttering. I'm going to declutter everything as the summer goes on. Okay. I'm going to have to call Elle's attention to this because Elle will be so proud. She won't even believe it. Okay. Now, y'all, lipsticks. Oh my gosh. Okay, these are sort of lipsticks, but sort of not. They're Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics Lip Tar. These are vegan and cruelty-free, and they must have some kind of time thing on them because after a year, man, these things stank bad, bad. So sadly, and I really liked these too. So first of all, here's the, you know, the color-free one that you can put on before or after or both, you know, to make these a little easier. Yeah, so anyway, so I have a nice pink. I think this might be one of my favorites. I think this one was one called Clockwork Orange that I really loved. And a darker pink. And a pinker pink. And another sort of peach colored one. Bye. Bye. It was all my fault. I did use some of all of those, but I'm not going to buy it again because I have other brands I like so much better, and I don't want to feel like I'm on the clock. Okay. This was a Argan color stick. The color is Wild Flower. This is Josie Moran, and it's a blush, you know. Whew. First of all, I don't really like cream blush very much. And this one did. It got old in about 2 years. So, I mean, that's probably the expiration date anyway. It's just shame on me for not using it more. Although I do think this came in like one of those things. Like, if you buy $100 worth of cosmetics like Nordstrom, then you get a big bag full of stuff. I didn't buy this. This came in something like that. So I feel a little better about it. Okay, now, lipsticks. Okay. Jordana. I didn't buy this that long ago. It was a pretty kind of taupey, mauvey. Oof, bad news bears. Nickak, New York. This came in a box, I remember for sure. It was pretty, but I didn't use that one very much. A Wet n Wild, and what kind of Wet n Wild is this? This is... I remember this. It's called Vamp It Up. And I bought it because it reminded me of Chanel Vamp from 25 years ago or so. Anyway, all dried up. I think I have 2 more Wet n Wilds of the similar style. So it's this kind of Wet n Wild that seems to be drying up on me. What is this one called? It's not saying. Anyway, this one is called Just Peachy. See, all these got used some, but not enough. Another Just Peachy. I must have liked that one a lot. And a last one called Bordeaux Boulevard. I seem to have used that one a little more. But anyway, they also... Oh, no, one more. Oh, dear. No, this is a different one. Okay. See, it's a different kind of tube at the bottom. Looks similar at the top, though. Anyway. With these... I can't read it. Good things these are only like $1. This, though, is like 25 years old. This is Origins. This was Iced Tea. This, I ended up not wearing it as much as I thought I would because I was not as enamored of brown as I thought I would be. Like I say, this is 25 years old. No wonder it stinks. It's dead. Dead, I tell you. This is Elf, so this is pretty new. Seductive. I don't think I've had this one very long. Ooh, bad. But probably over a year old, so, I mean, it's not. This one is a couple years old. I liked this one because it was kind of watermelon colored. Deep sea coral. I think this is older than it, it should be, though. This one is probably 5 years old anyway. And who makes it? I don't know. Avon. Okay, and this last one, Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie Dim the Lights. And this one, I also think came in one of those gift bags. See, those are the ones I tend to use less. Some that I just kind of end up getting as opposed to buying myself. And it just seemed a little too brown for me, too. It looks like I used it maybe once, maybe twice. Anyway, those all smell really bad. So, I just keep cluttering. Can y'all believe it? Anyway, I'm so proud of myself, I can hardly stand it. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed that. That's probably 3 months worth, I think. Anyway, love y'all. See you next time. Bye.